I know there's a lot of people struggling to find good study methods, and I also know that there's a lot of people who want to know how to study, like the YouTubers who go to the top colleges of the world. And that's why in this video, I'm talking about how to study like Ivy League YouTubers. So let's get straight into it. The number one method that most Ivy League students use is studying for long periods of time or more than once. The reason why they do this is because if you want to achieve academic success, you have to go above and beyond the average person. Make sure you take breaks while you do this as well because you don't want to burn out or feel like you're forcing a lot of information in your head. These YouTubers don't just cram for a test, they make studying a part of their schedule. If you make studying a part of your life, then you will see great results. One interesting thing about Ivy League students is that they stand out from other people. They don't just study because their teachers or parents tell them to, they take initiative themselves. They also don't wait for others to help them study. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with studying out of obligation as long as you study, but a lot of Ivy League students create their own study plan and self-study, which is why they were able to do well on exams and courses. They take the time out of their busy schedule to study on their own, and they're able to successfully balance all of their classes while learning by themselves. As a high-achieving student who wants to get good grades, staying consistent with your studies is extremely important. Take for example Tan Yi. Before she got into Yale, she studied for the SATs several times. She would take many diagnostic tests and practice tests to improve her score. And because of her hard work, she scored above a 1500 on the SAT exam. Even if you're not seeing results right away, that doesn't mean that you should just give up. Keep going and eventually you will achieve the goal that you set for yourself. Not only do Ivy League YouTubers study consistently, but they study effectively. They buy books related to the subject that they're studying. Another thing that they do is look over their notes before an exam, like Sienna Santer, who goes to Harvard. She takes really great notes while in class so that she can know the material for the upcoming exam and finals. When she looks over her notes, she highlights key terms and definitions that's relevant to the topic that she's studying. In a way, taking notes can be a form of studying as well because eventually you'll need those notes to study. Finding a study technique is kind of related to studying effectively, but I feel like it should be its own separate tip. Most of the Ivy League study YouTubers use some kind of technique that works for them and their learning style. Sienna uses the Pomodoro technique, which is a very effective studying method for a lot of people. In a nutshell, the Pomodoro technique is when you do one task for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break, which you repeat 4 times, and then a 30-minute break after that. V uses something called the repetition method, which has helped her a lot when it comes to studying for exams. With the repetition method, basically you repeat the material that you've learned at least 3 times. Now this one is kind of a fun one. A lot of Ivy League YouTubers have the best stationery, and believe it or not, that's what helps them study so well. For example, Sienna uses midliners and Muji pens, which helps with highlighting and writing neatly. And V does a lot of stationery hauls as well. But the point is to find the type of school supplies that works for you and that will help you in your studies. So those are all of the study tips that I've gathered from the Ivy League YouTubers. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!